In Management Reporter 2012, expect to have more flexibility in your report design, more options for report collaboration, more ways to interact with your financial reports, and deeper integration to your Microsoft Dynamics ERP. Today we're going to take a look at how Phyllis, an accounting manager, and Vince, one of her department managers, are using the new features in Management Reporter to get reports out faster to more locations, collaborate more on those reports, and interact more with their reports. Phyllis is the main designer of financial statements. She wants to keep report maintenance low, report generation predictable and automatic, and make sure her users have all the information they need. She already has folders set up in SharePoint for her other reports and wants the financials for her company to be in the same place. In this demo, she'll design a profit and loss report to distribute to Vince and others, taking advantage of some of the new Management Reporter features. Vince is already using SharePoint to view all of his other reports and likes that he can subscribe to his folder and be notified when a new report's been added. He also likes to dig into his reports to make sure he understands where all of the data is coming from and to let others know any information that he's found out. We'll also show you today how he uses Management Reporter Report Viewer to collaborate with Phyllis on his questions about this report and how he easily creates a chart to visualize some of the data in the report. Let's go to Management Reporter to see how this is done. Within Management Reporter, Phyllis can insert a column in her column definition to include the dimension codes and dimension descriptions in her report, as seen here by the ACCT column. She also creates dynamic column headers which use the report date for display, cutting down on the maintenance of this report. You can see that here using the spread from and spread to. Once she has her column headers and her dimension codes and descriptions defined, in her column definition, she goes into her report definition, where she can define multiple report library locations based on her departments, and also SharePoint locations for her departments as well. Now that this report is ready to generate, Phyllis would like to schedule it to run every morning. She creates a report schedule for this individual report. If she has a group of reports she'd like to schedule, she can do that as well. Her frequency is the day that she'd like the report to run and also the time she'd like it to run. In this case, she'd like the report to run daily. Once this report is generated, Vince checks his email and sees that he has an alert from SharePoint. Once Vince clicks the link to this report, he is able to decide how to view this report, whether it's in Management Reporter, Microsoft Excel, or XPS. Vince chooses to open the report in Management Reporter. He quickly jumps to the net income line, but he really wants to focus on his sales line. He also sees the dimension codes are displayed on this report, but he'd like to see the dimension descriptions as well. He sees the lines are pulling from the main account and decides to take a closer look at his sales line. By double-clicking, he can drill down to the account level and notices in July an amount that doesn't look familiar to him. He selects to drill to Dynamics to open Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012, where he's able to see all of the journal entries for the sales account. He's now got the information he needs and is able to go back into Management Reporter and add a comment about what he found in Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012. He'd also like to chat with Phyllis about what he found. He launches a chat conversation with Phyllis that contains not only a link to the report, but also the line of the report he wants to chat about. From the chat window, Phyllis is able to open her report, and she wants to open hers in Management Reporter as well. She sees the report and the comment that Vince has made. While in the report, she decides to focus on the net income line and decides a chart would help her visualize the data better. She selects the row and selects a pie chart, and she's now has a chart to create off of that row and is able to pin it so that she and others can see it the next time she views the report. Today we've seen how the enhancements in Management Reporter 2012 have given Phyllis and her department manager Vince collaboration and interaction with the reports through commenting in chat, interacting more with their reports by jumping to key lines, adding charts, and drilling back to Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012. And Phyllis is also able to get her reports out faster to more locations by scheduling reports to generate to her SharePoint locations. Management Reporter 2012 gives you more to ensure you and your users get the most out of your financial reports.